What does Michigan need to do to get back up on top? You mentioned, I mean, it's been a dry spell now. What does Michigan need to do to jump back up to where they belong?
The problem is that's a long answer, but I'll give you the short and skinny of it. Is like, in order to achieve something you've never achieved, you have to do something you've never done. You got to start recruiting different. You have to change the mindset of recruiting. Michigan likes to float around in Connecticut and New Jersey and Michigan. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got to go into some some uncomfortable situations. You got to go to the Biloxi, Mississippi. You got to go to Arkansas. You got to go to Opelika, Florida. You got to go to these places to get this speed, to get the athleticism. And also, you got to get some – here's the thing, too. Jim Harbaugh has made this thing where he's saying you're looking for the Michigan man, okay? The Michigan man. I'm going to tell you like this. The Michigan man doesn't exist in high school. See, what happens is my father went to Kettering High School, which is one of the worst Detroit East Side public high schools well, they're closed now, but they used to be one of the worst. Bo came in there, got the talent because my dad was talented. And what Bo did was he created a Michigan man. Like Jason Avant, who played in the league for years. I played with him in Michigan. Jason went to school at Garfield on the south side of Chicago. Jason was a nightmare when he came there. He got into a fight on his recruiting trip. I had to break up a fight with him and somebody was recruiting trip. Came to Michigan, became this disciplined, responsible individual. He found religion. He was one of the best teammates I ever had. He's the nicest guy you will ever meet. Lloyd created a Michigan man. Like, he has to get away from that. I'm looking for Michigan men. They don't exist. You create a Michigan man. You create a Stanford man. You create a Alabama, the Alabama Roll Tide man. Exactly. I couldn't think of it for a second. You create a Go Tigers down there in LSU. You create that with teaching them management, time management, teaching them responsibility, teaching them discipline, teaching them how to balance a school load and a workout load, how to take direction, how to work hard, how to be a beast. And the last thing is, you got to hire some lions. And when you hire lions, you got to hire lion tamers. So you got to bring some lions in. You got to do some good recruiting. Like, stop just looking at the star numbers. I need the star in the ranks. It's like, oh, okay, this guy's a 4-star out of New Jersey. Let's get him. This guy's a 5-star out of Connecticut. Let's get him. You got to go old school. You got to go to the high school games. You got to see what happens when they lose a game. How does he respond the next week? How does he walk off the field? How does he approach his game? How does he approach a game when he's playing another guy that is ranked just as high as him, et cetera, et cetera? You got to really, really do some recruiting. And if you do it that way, I think you'll have some success, like Ohio State, et cetera, et cetera. And also, last, you have to have an identity. Michigan on offense doesn't have an identity. Every year they're trying to figure out what's the identity. Is it going to be this quarterback? Is he going to run? Is it going to be this receiver? Is it going to be a slot game? Is it going to be a spread option? Is it going to be an RPO situation with Shea Patterson? Ohio State has had the same identity for the last 20 years. Penn State has the same identity. They're going to have some talented receivers on the outside, athletic. They're going to have a quarterback that is mobile, that can get out the pocket. They're going to have a running back that's from New Jersey that can handle the load. Like, you look at Alabama. So, like, once they find the identity and a way to stick with that identity, like, if you look at Michigan back in the day, big running back, big offensive line that's going to maul you. You have 2 big wide receivers that can go up and get the ball. Like, that was the makeup. That was the makeup, and it never changed. So, that in a nutshell.